time travel, dreams, déjà vu, and Spiro Atomic Activity or soul migration implications. 1. Have you ever find yourself thinking about your friend coming to your house, and not too long, or as you're thinking about your friend, he or she actually comes around, and you tell your friend, "Do you know I was just thinking about you?" And both of you conclude it's a coincidence, even though you know this has happened to you several times. 2. Have you been somewhere and your mind tells you to move away, and shortly after you moved, a car or something comes crashing into the area, or something falls from the top of the building where you were standing? Then you say, "Thank God I obeyed my mind." Have you noticed that most times when you don't obey these inner instructions, something bad often happens? 3. Also, have you wanted to visit a place and you have strong inner instructions not to go there? Then later you hear that something bad happened there, as at the time you would have been there? Or you disobeyed your inner feelings or instructions to go there only for an unpleasant event to happen that implicated you or made you regret going there? 4. Sometimes too, have you misplaced something, maybe a car key in the house? Looking for it, you have turned everywhere upside down and you don't find it. Then you decided to just calm down, sit a bit, or pause, and boom, something tells you the key is there, or a vision of where the key is in your house crosses your eyes, or you just feel it's somewhere in the house. Then you go there and you find the keys. 5. Have you ever dreamed about something? Maybe someone had a new baby, bought a car, got employment, built a house, or you actually dreamed it as you acquiring any of these fortunes, and some days, months, or years later, the dreams comes to pass? Or have you ever dreamed that an accident happened, or someone died who you know, and after some time, it came to pass as you dreamed? 6. Now, let me ask you about some of the most interesting dreams that you may have experienced, but didn't understand what you experienced or what is happening. Have you ever dreamed about anything or event, and as soon you woke up, it is happening, or what you dreamed about starts happening? It didn't even take some few minutes or hours or days, etc., and everything starts manifesting instantly. 7. Have you ever dreamed that you traveled to a place, especially a place you have never been before, and sometimes later, maybe months or years later, you actually see yourself embarking on a journey to that exact same place you have been in your dreams, and you even recognize one or two persons you met in the dream who you're now meeting in real life? 8. Have you ever dreamed about an event that you never knew has happened in real life before? And you narrate your dream to someone, maybe an older person who knows about the event, and the person tells you, "This has happened before," or you read about what you dreamed in a book which you have never read before. Or maybe you had a quarrel with someone and after some time you sleep and dream about the same thing happening again, but you woke up and realized it was a dream. All of these events, just to mention, but a few are actually experiences of Spiro migration or soul migration or Spiro Atomic Activity, which occurs to most people knowingly or unknowingly. Now, if you can dream of things before they happen, you can go to places and experience events before you actually travel there in physical, and your mind can tell you where your misplaced objects are, and you actually go there and find them, etc. This simply means as humans we're not just ordinary, as most of us think, or as we've been made to believe. It also means that you can train or activate yourself to have these experiences consciously and anytime you want. And once you can consciously travel to see places before you go there in physical, and you can see events before they happen in physical, therefore, you can use Spiro migration or soul migration to achieve discoveries, avoid mistakes, accidents, misfortunes, escape death, enhance your performance capabilities, source information for medicine and healings, wealth and resources, and discovery information which is yet to be available to a lot of people in the physical world, and use it to your advantage. Now, let me inform you, in case you're not aware yet, that most inventors and event originators or creatives Spiro migrate or dream, déjà vu, and time travel a lot into external nature and higher realms of life or the future and past. And the information they receive is what they manifest to mesmerize everyone as ingenious events and inventions or discoveries. Whether philosophers, scientists, engineers, architects, musicians, martial artists, writers, etc., most of their works and discoveries do not come from their ordinary human minds, but from external nature, higher realms, or higher civilizations of life. This is because the human mind not a sanctuary of information or knowledge. The sanctuaries of knowledge and information are nature and higher realms of life, which are higher configurations and dimensions or realms of life above, such that if one must acquire uncommon information or invention information, one must be able to connect with external nature and the inner worlds or higher realms of life. In Spiro activity or soul migration through dreams, Dejavu, or time travel guarees human connection with external nature and the inner worlds or higher realms of life. So, Spiro activity or soul migration account for genius and Aragonian intelligence, as we shall explain in subsequent sections. And we will find out how geniuses and Aragons use Spiro Atomic Activity or Spiro Migration mechanisms to outsmart ordinary humans, which is why geniuses do not think mechanically like ordinary humans with locomotive or ordinary intelligence. Geniuses use body, mind, spirit reflex mechanism through Spiro Migration to get answers or information to their questions from external nature and the higher realms of life. In other words, information is mostly supplied to geniuses without struggling to think or solve problems. They are able to connect in real time or time travel consciously to the spheres of life where whatever information or answers they want is stored or preserved. And through reflexes or Spiro activity, the information appears as decodable visual messages or feelings or voices, etc. This means that Spiro Migration or Spiro activity can help humans activate or gain genius intelligence and performance capabilities. Spiro Migration or Spiro activity can also activate even a higher dimensional intelligence and performance capabilities in humans beyond genius, known as Aragonian intelligence, and performance capabilities with higher body and spirit activity, known as the flash intelligence and performance mechanism. This means that Aragons has higher dimensional intelligence and performance capabilities than geniuses. Aragons perform through flash Spiro migration mechanisms instead of reflex Spiro migration mechanisms used by geniuses. Let's proceed to the next section where we will explain time travel, dreams, Dejavu, and Spiro Atomic Activity or soul migration, one after the other for better understanding. The understanding of Spiro migration or Spiro Atomic Activity is very key to understanding time travel, dreams, Dejavu, as well as activation of humans into geniuses and Aragons. So, subscribe to our channel to get notifications for the explanations on these Spiro phenomena, namely, time travel, dreams, Dejavu, etc. Thank you for watching, and leave us a comment on your contributions, questions, and opinions on these topics. Stay blessed.